Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. At least once a week in the various groups, there's a post or question about Home Advisor. And I was watching a video somebody else had made. Joe from Service Monster had made it, and Joe's a great guy, smart guy, knows his stuff. Very thorough with his assessment of Home Advisor, Angie's, Yelp, or not Yelp, but any of those lead generation sites. I think the biggest thing that I have to say kind of against what he was saying is looking at it from the provider side as a reason to not participate with these types of companies. You're missing the big side, though. What's happening on the consumer side? As a consumer, whether I search Google and call the first 5 companies that show up there in the Google Maps listing, or if I fill out a form on Home Advisor or Home and Gardens or whatever website, or if I
police reported ahead.
Angie's list, yeah, speed trap coming up. I don't see how there's any difference in that, or picking up the phone book and calling from there. A price shopper is a price shopper. If they want to shop prices and get 5 estimates, well, certainly some of these lead generation companies, and the reason why they're successful is because customers want to get a couple prices. Again, we have to do as providers, we have to provide more information to that customer as to why our price is what it is, why we're worth that price, and why sometimes that the price doesn't really matter as much as people want to think, oh, I lost this job just because I wasn't the cheapest person. I think it's a dangerous stereotype, and it's not that accurate. I've had enormous success with it. Certainly there are leads that I've had to go fight to get my credit back. Most times they're pretty easy about it, but a lot of times, just to give you a hint, with Home Advisor, if they reject your refund request, sometimes because they try to reach out to the customer and couldn't get the customer to answer. And then because they couldn't confirm with the customer, therefore they're just not going to give you the refund. Maybe you should just escalate those and get those credited anyways. But again, if you're only looking at it from the provider or the contractor side of it, you're missing out on the real big benefit of using something like a Home Advisor or like an Angie's List. It's a third party, it's independent. Certainly some of the stuff that Angie's List and other companies are doing for the whole pay for play kind of stuff, or pay to be placed in a better spot, or to have negative reviews disappear, Better Business Bureau. So that's I think that the big thing that people miss out on a lot of times is seeing, the reason why Amazon services, and from what I understand, it's not done or taken off too well. But man, I love going on to Amazon to buy stuff. Wouldn't it be real nice if I could just go on there and Amazon's pre-screen some companies or products, and I can then go on there and click, yes, I want to buy this product. I get that it's a little different, especially with estimates and everything being, it's highly dependent on, what the house looks like and all that the different factors and everything. But again, with any profile, and establishing your web presence and stuff, and certainly if you're building up a profile with any of these companies, make sure that, once every 6 months you go in and you download all of the files on there, download all the positive reviews and everything, and that you're then sharing that on Facebook, on your website. You can do it as a screenshots and stuff of it too, so that way you can share those images, they don't go away. I've been using Service Magic / Home Advisor for over a decade. Am I always happy with it? No. Does it bring me a boatload of money? Absolutely. Because we've been doing it so long and have 40 or 50 plus, whatever it is, reviews, we don't have a perfect 5-star rating, which I think is honestly better than being 5-star because it shows more legitimacy there. We get a lot of calls directly from our profile. Up until last year, I'd never paid for the actual profile. I was just paying per lead. Now they've got me advertised, so when...
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Thanks, Mace. When I search, or when people search power washing, Salisbury, Maryland, and several of the other areas around here, my website may not be first. Home Advisors stuff, thumbtack may come up first. And guys, that's going to happen. There's no way for us to stop this from these companies from existing. It's still going to keep going on. I was at the National UAMCC convention in the past, and somebody was talking about, we just need to all stop using it. I said, well, here's the problem. If you've got let's just pick on Home Advisors. So Home Advisors got 20 companies in your market, or contractors, that they can use to get, sorry, I think there's a speed trap up here. 20 contractors in your area. So somebody requests an estimate, it goes out to 20 contractors. Okay. So your odds of closing that, let's say everybody actually responded, everybody actually tried to do the estimate, 1 out of 20. So, okay, that's not really good odds. So according to the logic that they were saying, sorry, that was a police officer there. So 1 out of 20. So let's just say we convince 15 contractors in that area to drop out. Well, now you got 5 guys that are still doing it. Home Advisor is kind of desperate. They're going to start trying to get more companies to do it anyways. But now those 5 guys that are still doing it, now they got a 20% chance of booking those jobs.
Police reported ahead.
Police are everywhere. We're 15 today. But I mean, and then it becomes really, really, a great revenue source. So then more contractors join back up, the closing percentages go down and everything a little bit. So I mean, it's always going to cycle. If you've got a limited amount of contractors that can take the leads, they're going to see it's productive. People are then going to be able to, hopefully get good results there. And certainly a lot of times with Home Advisor, it's nice to, especially early on, to be able to get somebody else that's better at marketing than you are. I can't outspend Home Advisor. I can't outspend Yelp or Thumbtack or anything like that. When these companies are doing their ad spends on a national level, they're paying a lot less per whatever else on there for marketing. But they've got, let's just say they got $1 million dedicated to, and I'm sure it's a whole lot more than that, but their SEO in, nationwide. I'm not going to be able to compete with that. I'm really not, and neither are you. I mean, some guys are able to just clean house, and it takes a lot of effort. Again, still all about building your presence and everything. Trying to decide which way I want to go now. But yeah, so I mean that's my biggest thing with a lot of these, the bashing for all these different lead generation sources. I really and truly think that the notion that they're selling quote unquote
police reported ahead
is garbage. I've heard maybe 2 or 3 actual examples of ones where they were told, submit this estimate, we'll pay you money, kind of crap. The rest of it's been people that wanted estimates. I mean, I've had some that I've had trouble contacting. I've had ones where it was routed to me incorrectly, got that cleared up, or had one where a guy was trying to buy pressure washing equipment. I don't know why he thought that was going to get him that kind of a result by checking in there. But again, I think with a lot of times you have to look at, and with any marketing, what's the customer's view of that form? What do they, because that, at the end of the day, just because we like it, if advertising in whatever publication or source, we don't really like it, but find out that your customers are there, then you need to put your information there. I mean, it's really simple. You got to be where your customers want to look. So, anyways, have a great day, guys. Do what you want to do about Home Advisor or any of those. And don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Have a great day.